Coffee this morning was bad color. I mean, it wasn't like so awful. I obviously drank the whole thing, but like not the color I'm looking for in my coffee. I never showed you guys my bonnet that I finished. I mean, you did kind of see it in the last video, but I never like really put it on display and said, here it is. So here it is. Let me show you. I think it's so cute. Okay. I really like doing one little knot and then wrapping it around once. I like when the things hang a little bit long. I think that that's cool. Kind of addicted to it. Okay. I think it's like one of the better things I've ever knit. I don't know what the temperature is today, but maybe I'll wear it out and about in Atlanta, kind of take her out on the town, because today we're gonna go get a Christmas tree. I thought that the lights that I wanted would be delivered today, which I'm still holding out hope. Maybe they will be, but it says right now that they're gonna be delivered tomorrow. We're gonna start doing my little DIY decorations that I talked about at the end of the last video. Okay, we're gonna make some fun garland. We're gonna get crafty. I want to get in the Christmas spirit, especially because in Atlanta, it's been very rainy and gray. It has been cold, okay? So it has that element of Christmas. It's been very gray, and I want things to feel a little bit brighter. I wanna get festive. Right now, it's just feeling like winter. It's not feeling like Christmas. That's kind of my focus today. Okay, I want to change the atmosphere. At some point, I also need to get more creamer because I'm not drinking black coffee tomorrow. You know what we can whip out, okay? Because it's December, we can use my little Snoopy Bagoo bag. Having this hood is probably overkill, so I am gonna take it off, but I will be wearing a puffer coat. I think it's like 47 degrees. This jacket is Lisa Says Got. So cute. You zip it up like this, and then all of these little ties you can tie in a bow. Speaking of Bagoo, they actually just dropped a lot of polka dotted bags with Urban Outfitters, and they're honestly pretty cute. Literally fucking let them, you know what I mean? The perfect plan is parking at Home Depot, but going to eat lunch at Ponce because they're right next to each other. So lunch first, and then coming back and picking that out. Also because I do want to walk around Ponce because I feel like it's probably really Christmassy and fun inside, and I want to see that. I want to see if it looks different. Okay, Whole Foods also has Christmas trees, which these are kind of the perfect size. I wonder how much these cost. Oh, look, wait, 70. That's about what I was expecting. That's a pretty good size. Yeah, I kind of do love that one, but we'll walk around. Let's go get lunch first. These little ones are so cute. Okay, wait, I'm so excited. They do have snowflakes. We're eating at Gia. We've eaten here one time before with Bassem, Caitlin, and Quinn. We just ordered a lot, so this is gonna be our lunch and also probably our dinner. Bang Bang shrimp, Mongolian beef, soup dumplings, Dan Dan noodles with pork, something called a garden duck, question mark, and a scallion pancake. Can't forget that. I am very starving due to the fact that last night I did just have egg noodles with butter and Parmesan, which is not holding me over until this time. Like, I did have a banana this morning, but all this to say, I am very, very hungry and very excited. I'm about to black out when I eat this. Okay, this is the Mongolian beef. This is the duck. Oh, the soup dumplings aren't here. Rice on the side, Dan Dan noodles, Bang Bang shrimp. They're looking really spicy. And the scallion pancake. Okay, Christmas tree time. Let's go. This size is looking correct. $60 for this size versus $40 for this size. This one is looking good right here. Okay, I think we found our tree. Honestly, it was the one that was laying right on top. Look at that.
She picked that one and I said no. She turned around and saw y'all. She was like, take it.
Well, you can have it if you want it.
If you want it, yeah.
I think it's cute. The curvy thing is kind of giving Grinch. Okay, we're just carrying it. I don't know if we're supposed to get someone, but he's just carrying it. Woo! Now I'm looking at some of the stuff. We pay at a register inside, but they have some greenery and stuff. That's only $20. That's not bad. But I kind of want to be crafty first, and then if I want to add something else, I can. But it's just fun to look at. Cute. This is what happens. Then you just start looking and you start wanting some stuff. Because the thing is, like, yes, I want to decorate, but we're also like not going to be in town that often. Like, we're going to a wedding next weekend, and then it's kind of Christmas, you know, like, want to be festive but not doing too much. We pulled our car around and they're gonna strap it to our tree, so we didn't get to see them like stick the tree through the wedding, you know what I mean? Like, I used to love watching that as a little girl. I don't know if I was really recording for all of this or if it was like even fully clear, but we picked out our tree. It was just like one laying on top, like really just the easiest one in the section and the price that we wanted. We just pulled that one up and we were like, oh yeah, this looks good. And then this family comes up behind us and they were like, oh, that's the one that our daughter wanted, like blah blah blah, in a funny way. Like, it wasn't like, hey, that's ours. It was like, oh my god, we were looking at that one, and we were like, oh well, you can still have it if you want to have it. Like, we really just picked it because it was laying on top, and they were like, oh yeah, whatever. And we were like, seriously, if you want it, because they kept lingering and they were like, oh yeah, like it is really good. And we were like, you can have it, like genuinely, like we don't care. They might have wanted it, but they were like, no, we'll keep looking. But we were like, seriously, like you can have it. I don't like really, I feel, because they were also like little kids. Like it was a mom and like an older daughter and then like 2 little kids. So we were like, truly, like you can take it. But they just kept on looking. I think they kind of liked the curly thing on top, but I also think a lot of people might not like that because it's really hard to put a star on top. But I don't even know if we're gonna have a star because I don't have one currently, and like whatever, we might not have a star. And I kind of like the curly top. It's kind of funky and interesting. It really is feeling very Grinch-like, which I know I've already said, but it's giving Grinch. When it's our turn, we're not gonna be able to watch them do it, you know? So I'm gonna show you guys the car in front of us. That's gonna be us in 0.5 seconds. Home Depot was completely sold out of a live tree stand. We are going to Ace Hardware to get a tree stand. On the phone, of course, I was like, can you set one aside? And they were like, why? We have a bunch, like, what? It's okay. And I was like, no, well, you know, there's kind of a shortage in Atlanta, actually. Stand has been secured, and our tree has stayed on top of our car. I put the Yule log on in the background for the vibes. Okay, the tree has been set up. It obviously needs to fall some more. Like right now, it's gonna look much better in the morning. Gravity will take hold, okay? I feel like it'll look fuller. Like all of the branches are still kind of up. I'm going to water our sweet tree. It actually like looks so much taller than I was expecting. Like going into buying a tree, like I thought we might get one that like came up to here. I love it. Oh my God, I just spilled that everywhere. Now it's time to get crafty. I'm going to make some of the garland that I talked about at the end of my last video. I kind of showed you guys some of my inspo pics and talked about what I wanted to do. So we're gonna do that and watch Stranger Things. Not the new episodes of Stranger Things. We already watched those. We're actually going back to, I think right now we're on the 2nd season. So that's what we're watching in preparation for the final episodes to come out, kind of going back and watching everything. Stranger Things like gives the aura of a Halloween show. Like you would think it's a Halloween show, but it's actually very much a Christmas show because of the lights. And those are actually the lights that I'm getting delivered tomorrow. I did get some C7, that's what they're called, like that light bulb shape, colorful lights, not the ones that burn too hot. I made sure to get ones that burn cool. I love those kinds of lights. Like that's what I had growing up. And so that's what I wanted to buy. I'm hoping that they look as nostalgic and fun as I'm hoping they will. We will find out tomorrow. My crafting supplies. Okay, we have construction paper. I think I'm gonna pull out all of the red pieces. I think I'm gonna do pink as well because at the end of the day, pink is just a light red. My painting teacher in college used to always say that. He got so mad at us, not actually mad, but he used to be like, it's not pink, okay? It's just a light red. If red's a Christmas color, so is pink. Pink is just a light red. This green, and do I have a light green? I could do white, but I don't like that. First thing we're gonna do is cut all of these into strips and connect them. One garland is gonna go on this fireplace, which I actually did. I pulled these out in the last video, but I didn't show you guys. I mean, it's really not that riveting, but I just put them on the mantle. And then the other one's gonna go right here. So we're gonna start crafting. We're gonna watch Stranger Things. I really wish I had my light bulbs up because that would just make it like so much more fun to sit in the living room and craft. I will admit, okay, we did have insomnia cookies delivered. All right, no big deal. So I might have another one of these cookies. I wish I had some milk. I also did not get creamer today. That's not gonna be good. I'm gonna have to wake up and go do that. Okay, let's craft. Good morning, bugs. We have to go to the grocery store. As I already told you, I have no creamer in the house. It's really not that big of a deal, but it is my pet peeve when it happens every once in a while because normally I'm pretty on top of having my creamer and my cold brew, so that doesn't happen. Going to the grocery store to get creamer, obviously, okay, because I can't shut up about the creamer. Stuff for chili, because I think we're gonna make chili tonight. And I'm also getting stuff for pancakes. Blueberry pancakes, to be specific. Doesn't it sound like we should be having pancakes? Yeah, it sounds like a pancake day. Yesterday's coffee was so fucking bad. I will shut up about the coffee, but I just like really want a good coffee. Is that so much to ask? Grocery haul, except you guys, I don't need to show you every single item. It's really not that interesting. Just kind of the basics, you know, like eggs, milk, creamer, blueberries for the aforementioned pancakes. I'm so excited. This is about Y'all, this cold brew is like frozen from the fridge. Sometimes our fridge, especially I think in wintertime, certain areas of it get like so cold. Well, at least we have this, and then we'll just let this sit out. The universe doesn't want me to have like a really good cup of coffee. We'll just start with a little baby cup. Here is an update on the decorations, which you guys kind of saw last night, but I've done all of the garland. I taped it up. I did this sort of draping. I think it looks really cute. Love where we're at with that. So I'm done with the construction paper. And then here's this one. I mean, it's basically the exact same thing. The agenda today, blueberry pancakes. Hopefully our lights arrive and we can decorate the tree. I want to go return some yarn that I bought to make my bonnet that I showed you guys. I bought 4 skeins. I only used 2. So I want to go return the other 2 because I want my money back. So I want to do that once that store opens at 1 p.m. And then I also want to go to this pop-up that's happening on the Belt line. I actually don't know the name of the store that it's happening at. The brand is just doing an event this weekend. It's called Machete. They make a bunch of jewelry and clips, and I love their hair clips. So after I return the yarn, I want to stop by there and just kind of like see what's up, you know, just kind of do something fun. Today's also the SEC Championship, which I don't even know what time it starts, but UGA is in it and we live in Atlanta. You know, bars are gonna be wild today, but our friend Bassem said that he was having people over to watch the game. So I need to see what time that is and how that's gonna fit into all the other stuff that I wanna do. We obviously have chili to make. A lot of things happening today. It's gonna start with some pancakes, naturally. We're all good day start. Pancakes were delicious. Someone commented on my last video because I asked you guys if you have any questions or any topics you want me to talk about, then just comment them. And someone asked to see my makeup routine, which I guess I've never really explained in depth because there's really not much to it. Like I do very simple makeup because that's what I like, but also because that's all I really know how to do. But I will show you guys because someone asked. I start with a moisturizer or a primer. I would put on sunscreen, but honestly, it's so gray still. It's been gray like 3 days in a row. So I'm just gonna use this moisturizer. I really just use whatever moisturizer is nearby. This is Good Molecule, so that's what I'm using today. I'm really not too picky about what I start with, how I start, moisturizer, sunscreen, primer, a combo of those things. Like I just want my face to not be dry. This is a Tower 28 concealer. I used to always use the Tarte concealer, which I would happily go back to, but I bought this, I actually bought this in a vlog like a while ago. I bought this because it's a serum, so it's like much more liquidy, and I don't know, I thought that that sounded fun. So I got this to try it out. This is in the shade DTLA. I'm pretty fair. I'm never like the most pale color, but I do tend to be kind of towards the paler side when it comes to shades. I just kind of do this under my eyes. I do it like under my nose a little bit. I had the zit here that I'm gonna cover up, and then I kind of do it like between my eyebrows. This brush is an Eco Tools brush, which honestly I need to buy new ones or clean this one because this one really is streaky at the moment. It doesn't look good, like do not look too close, but it'll look better once I go to the next brush. And I feel like this concealer honestly doesn't really cover up that well. Honestly, when I do buy my next concealer, I probably will go back to the Tarte one just because they did kind of eat that up. I use this e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is in the shade 1 Fair. I don't use too much of this. The only product I use a decent amount of is blush. Honestly, everything else I feel like I'm very light with. I like it because it's really light. It's also very affordable. You can buy it at a Target. Like I just, you know, I'm not someone to invest like a ton of money in my makeup. So like I'm just trying to find the best products that are just reasonably priced. I do like this e.l.f. Halo Glow, but recently sometimes I think it almost is too shiny. Like it's literally called Halo Glow. I don't like really matte makeup. Like I don't like that look where your foundation is like really chalky. But lately, sometimes in like photos and stuff, I feel like I almost look too glowy where it's coming across as oily. Maybe it wouldn't look that way if I had a setting powder, which I don't. I might have. Slash, maybe I should try out a different foundation. See, the zit is still popping out. We have to fix that. Like this concealer, I feel like doesn't do a great job of covering up zits. I think I need a little bit of a thicker concealer. Next we have blush, which is where I get heavy-handed, okay? I love a blush. This is Beauty Pie. I really don't know anything about this brand. This just kind of like ended up in my lap somehow. This is in the shade Sexy Berry. Didn't even know it was called that. This tone, no matter the brand, like this is my favorite shade of blush. This is the original Glossier blush that I've used like for years until this fell into my lap, and then I started using this. This is Storm, and then I also have this Glossier blush that's newer, Black Cherry. But as you can see, they're all kind of the same tone. I mean, I guess this Storm one is a little bit different, but like generally they're kind of in the same family. This is my favorite tone of blush. I don't know why I like it. I don't even know if it's what looks best on my face, but like this is what I like, so this is what I go for. And I do a lot of blush because I like it, but also I find that blush comes off really easily. Like I feel like it's the first product to go for some reason, and so I kind of look crazy when I first leave the house, but I feel like once I've been out of the house for a little bit, I look more normal. What's crazy is I didn't use any blush in college. Like what the fuck was I doing? I don't even know what my makeup routine was in college. I wasn't doing my eyebrows. I wasn't using blush. Like I think I really was using like concealer, foundation. Both of those were Tarte. I know I used Tarte concealer and Tarte foundation. I used mascara, I used eyeliner, and that might have been it. Genuinely. Oh, maybe I was using a highlighter. I did use bronzer in college, the iconic Hoola bronzer that like everyone under the sun has used, but I don't use bronzer now, which I don't really know why. The three things that I think like really make you look like you have your makeup done, at least on my face, is like blush, eyebrows, and mascara. And I was going without two of those in college. Also, blush and eyebrows are probably my two favorite things to do because I feel like blush is just the most fun. Like that's the product that I like the most, but eyebrows, I feel like once I have my eyebrows done, I think it really makes it look. This is Glossier Halo Scope, which I have used this for years. Honestly, this is like down to the nub. I do need to get more. I don't really like a really shimmery highlighter. I just like dewy, as they say. I also didn't even say, like I put blush on my cheeks and on my nose. I love blush on the nose. I think it's cute. And then I put highlighter like right here. I put it down my nose, on the tip of my nose, and then I put it on my chin, sometimes above my lip. It's all very fast and rushed. Like there's not really a science to it, but those are kind of like the general areas. And then I take this. This is kind of a weird step. This is one of those makeup towels. I'll use this if I like wash my face and I still have mascara or something that just like won't come off. I'll use this and I'll get it wet and I'll kind of like go underneath my eyes or something. But I also use this for this purpose. I just like get a little corner and get it wet. I do this before I do my eyebrows because I feel like I've gotten some product on my eyebrows. I'll literally just take this and I'll kind of like wipe my eyebrows to get some product off, and then I'll kind of dry it off with a dry area of this cloth. And I'll do that because I found when I do my eyebrows, sometimes if there's product in them, it'll make the clear gel almost gunky looking, and so I've been doing that as of late. This is the brow gel that I use. It's by e.l.f. Very affordable. I think it's supposed to be a knockoff of Anastasia, I'm pretty sure. The Anastasia brow gel is better, okay? But it's also like so absurdly expensive. I think it's like 55 bucks or something for the same size as this, whereas this is like, I don't know how much, but it's much cheaper, and I don't care enough to spend $50, and I feel like this gets the job done. It is not as good. I can tell the difference, but this is what I buy. I have this spoolie tool thing, so I dip this side in here, and then I kind of put it on my eyebrow, on both eyebrows. I brush them up and then I smooth them out. I don't leave them really fluffy and like standing straight up. I feel like there was a point in time where I used to do that. So I just kind of brush them up and then I tame them. Last but not least, we have mascara. Right now I have this Tower 28 mascara. I mean, I have a few different mascaras, but if I was to go out and buy mascara, like I would just go to the drugstore and I would get the orange tube or the yellow tube. What brand is that? Is that CoverGirl? Drugstore mascara is just as good as like any other expensive mascara, truly. Like I think that it's a scam. You're lying to yourself. I don't believe that they're better. I really just do my top lashes. I don't do my bottom ones because I find that my bottom ones smudge a lot. I sometimes just like do a quick little dab and then I'll just take my finger and almost like spread the mascara to the other lower lashes. And then I use a setting spray. I actually have this infallible L'Oreal setting spray. Sorry, I'm sure I made some weird faces. I don't know if it holds, but this smells really good. And that's my makeup routine. The only difference is that when I'm going out, like if it's more of a nighttime thing and I'm wanting to do something a little bit different, I might use an eyeliner. I just do like my top waterline and then it'll naturally like get a little bit on my lower waterline, but I don't ever like do it on my lower waterline. Right now I have this one. I like a crown that's like more chunky. And then I might do something on my lips. Like I have this Ilia lip stain. Actually, I think this is a multi-purpose stick. Like you can use this as a blush. This is the same tone of blush that I like. So I'll use that on my lips and then I might put a lip gloss over it, just like a clear lip gloss. For the most part, I avoid eyeshadow because I feel like I look at photos of myself when I have done it and I feel like it just looks bad. I feel like it just looks like I don't know how to do eyeshadow because I don't. So I pretty much just avoid it now. That's my makeup routine. For the people that are curious, I'm gonna put on my jewelry. This is a machete clip that I have on right now. I actually have like 3 hair clips from them, maybe 4. Hopefully they don't think that I like stole it because I'm like wearing it to the store. I always get scared about stuff like that. They sell jewelry too. I have these little gold hoops by them, which I love because they have those little green backs. So I'm probably gonna put these on, you know, so they think I stole 2 things. Did end up buying something at the pop-up. I got a clip that I think I'm gonna give to either my sister or my brother's girlfriend. TBD on who I'm actually giving it to. I think it'll work for either of them, but I don't know. I do love their clips and I was like, this is such like an easy, good gift to give someone because their clips are very cute, but they're really strong, which I feel like is a hard thing to come by with clips. So I ended up getting a smaller green clip. I'll put a photo on the screen because I don't want to undo all of this. They put it in a cute box for me, and then obviously the tissue paper and stuff. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for Christmas. Like I could make it more festive. I don't know, I'm kind of inclined to just leave it like this, which I can go ahead and put this under the tree. Speaking of the tree, our lights did arrive. I think kickoff for the game is in like an hour. I'll link the exact ones that I got if anybody is curious. These are LED lights within a C7 bulb. There's a lot of C7 bulbs that burn really, really hot, which is what I had as a kid. Like they burned so hot as a kid. There was kind of a shift at one point with the Christmas lights discourse, and everybody kind of started to make the shift to LED lights. But I feel like a lot of people growing up, like we had bulbs that burned really, really hot. Hopefully these burn cool, but they still have that like fun, colorful, vintagey color that I want. I also got a light bulb to replace in the dining room because that one burnt out. And then a Christmas gift that I got from my mom came. I've actually had a few Christmas gifts show up, so we will wrap them maybe in the next video. Interiors for a Good Life and Good Taste by Caroline Guidry. She asked for this specifically, so she knows that she's getting this. Like, it's not gonna be a surprise. I was like, what do you want? And she said, well, there's this book that I'm interested in. I'm gonna have to look through it before I give it to her. This is pretty cute. Wow. Okay, sorry, I'm just like looking at these pages and gasping. Let's see what these look like plugged in. Honestly, I might have to order another box. I wasn't really thinking about how many yards I needed on this tree, but we can always buy more. I don't know why I thought like 1 strand was enough. It's definitely not. Ooh. Okay, you guys like can't, it literally just looks yellow on screen. The bulbs I think are ceramic. They're not even glass. So they're like gonna burn cool. They're not gonna break the way glass bulbs do. Okay. That's probably picking up a little bit better on camera. Like, I think they look pretty good. Obviously at nighttime, we're gonna get a better effect. Me thinking I only needed 1 strand is like so crazy. But I also did think that we were gonna get a smaller tree. This is what we have so far. It's not looking amazing because I started doing it and then we twisted it because there's kind of like a gap in branches. So we twisted the tree to put that against the wall. And then I think it like pulled the wire here. I feel like it kind of messed it up. So I might end up moving this a little bit. I think I'm gonna order like 3 more strands, honestly. So this is not gonna be done in this video. The next video, come back and we'll have more lights. Okay, we just made it to Bassman Caitlin's. I made no effort to dress for any sort of team. I guess if I had to root for someone, guess for Georgia, because I live here and I do like Georgia more than Alabama. I did apply to UGA and I toured it, so I guess I would go for Georgia, but at my core, I don't really care. I just think Alabama's annoying and I live in Georgia. And the quarter lit Christmas tree. Yep, that's where we're ending this video. In the next video, we're gonna do more Christmas decor, obviously the tree, we have more to do on that. And then also the garland, I didn't finish that. Like I didn't do all of the stars and the ribbon and stuff. I have more decorating to do, but I wanna get this video up for you guys on Sunday. So in the next video, we're gonna continue our Christmas decorations. I also have a lot of gifts that have come in, so we're gonna wrap some gifts. I'll show you guys what I got from my family members. And yeah, just more general vlogging, you know, December activities, holiday cheer. I wanna get this video up because I told you guys I'm gonna try to vlog more and more in December, so I'm gonna crank them out. I'm really trying to crank them out. Another question someone asked on the last video was why I end my videos the way that I end them. I tend to end my videos in the same way. I always say, and I think with that, I think with that, this is goodbye. I honestly would be curious to see the first video I ever did that in, but I think I just did it one time and then I continued doing it because I know a lot of like YouTubers have a specific intro or outro. I feel like a lot of YouTubers do. And so I think that I did it one time and I liked it. I think I was emulating other YouTubers, but I like came up with that. And so I kept doing it. I also really like the hard cut to the credits that I have. And so I just wanted something that was like always a hard cut more than anything. It's not even like necessarily what I'm saying. Like I just like having that hard cut. I like that when I say it, you guys know that hard cut is coming. If you have any more questions or topics you want me to talk about, leave them below and I'll talk about them in the next video. Now it's time for the hard cut to the credits. So, and I think with that, this is goodbye.